Hey everyone, it's JIV Lee, aka Nail Fertiti, back with another tutorial. Today we're going to be doing this freestyle that I did in collaboration with my client. I love working with clients to plan a set out and get the ideas all together, because usually those are the sets that come out really fire, just like this one. So she had two ideas or two sets that she really wanted and she thought would look good mashed together, and I completely agree. This set was so cute, and I was so glad that this client came back specifically, because she came to me when I first started doing nails again after my accident, and she came to me in November or something, and I feel like those nails were so bad. Not so terribly bad, whatever, but I just did not love that nail set. The shape was not, it was not 100% there, like it usually is when I do nails. And I'm not gonna lie, I did have a little bit of a breakdown after doing her nails, because I was just or after doing nails for that. No, I think this was the second week of me being back doing nails after the accident, and I did have a little bit of a breakdown for real, because I was just oh my gosh, what if I lost it? You know what I'm saying? What if I'll never be able to do nails the same way? What if, just a whole bunch of BS I was telling myself. I'm not the same nail tech that I was. When I say the shape was off, the shape was just not there, and I was just bruh, how can I? And I'm using you know what I'm saying, a new file with 80 grit and everything, and it was just why is it not looking the way I want it to look? I'm doing the same steps and the techniques and stuff. After coming back from the accident, I definitely had to give myself a time where I'm just okay, you haven't been working for 3 months. You haven't been able to work for 3 months. You have to give yourself time to get back to where you were and better, so I was so glad that she came back, because I was so unsatisfied. And she's never, that was a set that she had to tell me hey, could you because she got taper square, and I'm not gonna lie, it was flaring a little bit on that one set that I'm talking about, that I did in November. It was flaring a little bit, and she was are you able to put taper it some more? And she's never had to correct me about my shape ever, because some people just they have wide nail beds, and I'll do a square, a taper square, and it'll be oh, my nail beds are wide, can you just make it a little bit more taper? But she has very small nail beds, you know what I'm saying, narrow too, so she's never had to correct me on my shape, but that time she did. I was and she was yeah, but luckily for me, she was totally understanding, totally, she was yeah, I understand that you're gonna need some time to get back to where you used to be, while, because you haven't been doing nails because of an accident. So, you know what I'm saying? I totally understand. She was very understanding with me. I really love this client. We are for lifers. Okay, so you guys know the steps to my application process by now, but if you're new, I'll explain it to you. So first, what I do is push back the cuticles, then I cut the cuticles with a cuticle nipper, then I go over the natural nail with my pink sanding bands that I got off of eBay. I believe the grit is 100 grit, either 80 to 100 grit. I don't like it to be too coarse, but I also don't like it to be too fine, because I use the sanding bands to kind of give the surface of the natural nail texture and then remove the oil from the natural nail. So going into prep for the application, I use Mia Secret's dehydrator and primer. And then before I apply the acrylic to each nail, I go over the nail with Young Nails Protein Bond. And I like to do it that way, use the protein bond before every time, like I just did, like before I start application, because I want the protein bond to dry with the acrylic. So then the bond on, it like lessens the chance of lifting. And for me, it really, really works. It really works. Sometimes I have clients who be like, my nails started lifting after like a week or two or whatever. And I never pay attention to those clients for real, because most of my clients have superb retention rate. It's you, my love. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be wanting to tell them, like, okay, so what are you doing? Like, if you are hands-on at work, or not even hands-on, because one of my clients who, like, she always comes in with like a lifted nail, that girl types a lot. And I feel like the way she types is not with her like finger pads. She types with the tips of her fingernails. And yes, you're going to cause lifting if you type a lot and you're typing with your fingernails, because that's an impact to your nail every letter you type, every button you push with your fingernails. And I be wanting to tell her, like, I do need to be more like not confrontational with my clients, but like, hey, you have a lot of lifting, and I know that at your job you have to do a lot of typing. I think what you need to stop doing is typing with your fingernails, because that's what it looks like. Based off of the lifting, it looks like you're typing with your fingernails. So yeah, for me, that's how I get my superb retention. And then for the acrylic color, I'm using Classic Nude by Valentino Beauty Pure, or from Valentino Beauty Pure. This is my favorite nude color. Like, this is my go-to color for when I even do my own nails, because I love this color. Oh my gosh, y'all. So I'm going to see Burna Boy in concert this weekend. Well, his concert's on a Thursday, so basically this weekend, this almost weekend, pre-weekend. And I don't know what to wear. What should I wear, y'all? Because I'm trying to look like, I know this is an African, concert or whatever, but I want to look Caribbean, because he has this one song, Tested, Approved, and Trusted, that it's my jam. Like, and I swear to God, it's soca. It's definitely soca. So, or at least dancehall. Not at least dancehall, but like, it's a Caribbean song. Like, that's a Caribbean song. I love that song. And I pray that he does Taliban's too. I pray that he does Taliban's too, because like, I will be getting my life. I will be getting my little Jamaican life. I like to call myself a Jamaican for real, because like, yes, my people come from Jamaica, but I'm very much American, because I was born here, raised here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm mixed, y'all. I'm Jamaican. Oh, and I just wanted to tell you guys, so over the last like week or two, I've been reading this book, Homegoing by Ya Jesse. And if you haven't read Homegoing, please go do so, like expeditiously, because that book is so good. Like, at first I was like, so it basically follows the lives of two daughters that don't know that they're daughters of the same woman. It follows the life of two daughters, and one is like, she gets sold into two Ghanaian daughters, right? They're from Ghana. One gets sold into slavery, and the other one marries a slaver, a white slaver. So they basically follow that lineage down until like present day, like what their kids, like each chapter is like a new, like either the grandchild of the person who had the chapter last, or the child of the person who had the chapter last, or they marry the person who had the chapter last, you know, something like that. Like it just moves from like generation to generation down until present day, from like I think the 1600s until present day. And yeah, that journey is wild. It's crazy. I would call it a historical fiction because you learn a lot about the slave trade, and also because the woman was sold into slavery in America, you learn a lot about slavery in America, after slavery, with the prison industrial system, or no, with the chain gang, them basically trumping up. Like one of the black men that got arrested and had a 10-year sentence, his crime was supposedly looking at a white woman. And you couldn't even ask him what did the woman look like, because he didn't even look at her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like policing in America back then is very similar to policing today. You know what I'm saying? Because they're trumping black people up on charges. That's like crazy. Saying someone looks like, you know, so many people go to jail because they resemble someone who might have done a crime. You know what I'm saying? You just picked up the first black person that you saw. You know, the cop just picks up the first black person that they saw and then puts them in jail. Oh yeah, you did a crime, so you're going to jail for 5 to 10 years. And while you are imprisoned, you are no longer a human anymore. You're no longer a person. You're property of the state. Slavery has never ended, because it says slavery is abolished except as a punishment for a crime. So that means slavery has never ended, because if there's an exception to it, that means that slavery ain't, you know. And slavery not being ended, like that BS 13th Amendment, like it's really scary nowadays. Like it all comes back to nowadays. Like this is not a topic covered in Homegoing, but I just wanted to say this myself. Like it's scary nowadays, because of the rising living cost. It's so expensive to live that homelessness is going up, and a lot of states are ruling in favor of outlawing homelessness. Why are you punishing people for not being able to afford homes? Like, that's ridiculous. So what they're gonna do is outlaw homelessness, right? So if you're homeless and on the street, they're going to round you up, put you in jail for X amount of years, and during that time, you will be a slave. You will be a slave. And then after you've paid your debt to society, you've gone to prison, you know, done your term, the prison sentence never ends for you, because one, jobs don't accept you after you've gone to jail, even if it's for some BS like homelessness. Right? They don't accept you because you've gone to jail. And then two, a lot of these housing places, like apartments, they don't accept you if you have a criminal history. And then afterwards, you still can't vote. You're still not fully allowed the rights of a free man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like this country, we need a revolution. We need a Viva la Revolution. Like, we need a revolution, man, because this country is, I mean, it was built off the back of slavery, so it was built off of BS, you know what I'm saying? So like, only BS can come from BS, you know what I'm saying? And somebody got to chop the tree down. Okay, so now I'm using my the coarseness is fine. It's my 5-in-1 Pana drill bit that I also got off of eBay. I highly recommend y'all using eBay to get your excuse my big head in the shot, but I highly recommend y'all using eBay to get, you know, your nail supplies, because a lot of times you're getting it from like a nail supplier, you know, and sometimes if you're buying stuff in bulk, it makes sense to go to eBay because you can get like a percentage off, like 20% off if you buy 2 items, 33, you know, 44, you know, stuff like that. So you can get a discount per like item that you buy, if you buy multiple. But these nail files that I got are actually from Shein though, because Shein has, the nail files are cheap and they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I actually did snap one of my nail files the other day, I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, that literally only happened at one time, you know, so don't sleep on Shein nail files. I go to Shein for their cheap charms and their nail files, pretty much. Yo, and look at this shape. Eating, like these look so good. So my client and I wanted to do a gold and white freestyle, you know, with the abstract 3D gold outlined look that's been pretty popular. I love doing the outline nails. Y'all are gonna see what I'm talking about when I say the outline nails, but I love doing those. They look so good. I think I'm gonna start incorporating more of that into my freestyles, you know, just because I like the look, and I think I do them pretty well, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna start incorporating more of that into my freestyles. And the gel polish that I'm using is a white gel polish from Beetles gel polish. You can find them online, on Instagram. Follow them on Instagram. You can find them on Amazon, eBay. You know, you can find their products everywhere. I love Beetles white polish specifically because it's so pigmented. Like, I've drawn over a black gel polish with this white gel polish, and it's like I never had the black gel polish underneath. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's very pigmented. And it's pretty cheap too. That's another, Beetles gel polish is another brand that if you buy in bulk, you get like, if you buy 5, you get 5 free type of thing. They have a lot of deals like that. So I love supporting Beetles. Oh, and I also wanted to tell y'all, so I'm watching this show called Noah's Ark. Noah's Arc. It's on, I literally got the premium Paramount Plus like subscription package just to watch this show. Like, I love Noah's Ark. It's an older show, like from the older, early 2000s. It's basically a gay black girlfriends, you know, with gay black men. And I love this show. Like, it is so good. Everybody is fine as hell. I love the gays. Like, honestly, I love the gays. We don't allow no homophobia over here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really do love that show, and I highly recommend. It's really, really good, y'all. Paramount Plus. I don't know where else it's on. Maybe on like YouTube or Amazon or something. You had to buy it. But I'd rather just get the Paramount Plus subscription, because I'm trying to get Noah's Ark. I'm trying to get them to come back single-handedly, because I love that show. It's such a good show. I feel like that's the representation that we need. Like, we need more black gay shows. Like, yes, we need more stuff like that. Like, and specifically just black and gay. Okay, here is the final set, this gold white butterfly freestyle that I came up with my client. I absolutely loved this outcome. Like, it looks so pretty and classy and just, yeah, these was looking sexy. Once again, y'all, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share if you liked it as much as I loved making it for you. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.